All right, we just got done assembling my new toy here. No more China, I hope. Here she is. It's a nice new burner. This thing's gonna kick butt. It's only 75,000 BTUs, but it's gonna burn blue. No more sooting in the pots. It's an Edel metal. You guys ever heard of it? It's a nice one. It's adjustable to a 30-gallon kettle. It'll hold a big kettle. So gonna be brewing on this one hopefully tomorrow, which will be the chlorophyll breakdown. It's been 2 weeks since I brewed, so we got to get back to it. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? Yeah, right in the middle of grinding my grains in that, I get a delivery here. So I dumped it all out on the table here and I'm going to put it away. Got some 6-row malt, some flaked oats for the next batch, some pale ale chocolate, some German Munich malt. Oh, we love that stuff. So nice white wheat and a pack of flaked white wheat. And the rest is what I've been brewing with here. So I got the brew sheets out here. Once again, this is the chlorophyll breakdown, so I might as well do the introduction properly. Batch number 60 today, the chlorophyll breakdown. What a mess. We'll be brewing outdoors again on the brand new burner, the Ed metal, if I'm saying that right. I hope it works beautiful instead of the other stuff I've been using, the Chinese crap. The chlorophyll breakdown. We're going to use some candy sugar. This is what it looks like before, this is the color of it anyway. This is what it looks like before it gets broken up. We put a little confectionery sugar on here so it don't stick together. I think I showed this before once. Make a mess all over the wife's kitchen floor and clean it up later. That does make a mess, I guess. Confectionery sugar. Got it all over the counter already. So yeah, you just throw it on there so it don't stick together. I got some broken up in the dish here, see? I got some in the bag already. That's going to go in the freezer. But simply then after it's cooled down, I like to take just a knife and hit it lightly. And it's simple to and see it all break up in there nice. Nothing, no rocket science to this. And it's really good. Alright, we gathered the water in our 3 vessels here for today's beer brew, which is the chlorophyll breakdown. And that should be enough. So, I got slippers on out here. It's the first time I'm trying to use this cart and see if it works. Or if it collapses on me. It's cold out here. And that worked out really nice for me. We got our strike waters in here. Woohoo! We got to get this door closed. Of course, I don't have my heat up yet here. So, wow. I do have a heater over here. We're going to mount to the ceiling. It's an industrial 7,500 watt heater. Just waiting for my electrician to run a 8-gauge wire with a 40 amp. A 40 amp. 40 amps. So here's, okay. My new Ed metal burner. Said I wasn't going to be doing all this heavy lifting again, but I am. Oh. Okay. And get that centered. And we're going to turn this puppy on right now and get our strike water going. Hopefully, no problems with this unit. Full valve open. Strike a match. Oh, not that one. Hoo-ha! Strike a match. And our gas is on. I'm just going to light it right from the top here. There we go. We're lit. And we're cooking. I'm going to leave the flame at a, I don't know, at a decent rate here that we're not overflowing here. And I get the cover off. Oh yeah, I'm happy with that already. Happy with that already. We'll get our gauge into the strike water. This extra water is for sparging, and this one is for the wort chiller, where I'll put the star sand in there. Might as well get some of that stuff set up a while. Got my funnel. In this bucket here we have our spray bottle, our star sand, our pitcher for verlofting, our drain, most important drain hose, our pitcher for verlofting, another gauge. Trying to keep it all together here. This bucket here, we'll go ahead and dump this rest of the star sand in there when that time comes. Let's make sure this hose fits our verloft. I haven't done this yet. That should fit on there. I might have to heat it up. It'll fit. Alright, this hose is for the draining of the kettle, gravity-wise. So I'll just let that sit in there for now. The bubbler can sit in there. Here's our, Fermade K. It's a yeast nutrient. Here's our yeast nutrient all by itself. Sometimes we use both. Here's our malic acids to change the pH of the water. And that's what we're going to do right now, is going to get a reading of this water. Where are we here? There it is. I know it's like 7.577 here. So then we'll add some acids to bring her right back into shape here. Shape it up. Shape it good. Not too bad. And we're going to come down a little bit with it anyway. So, once again, I forgot my spoon. I forget my little spoons. So we're going to go with a pinch. I'm getting used to the pinches, so it's probably plenty. We'll stir it up, check it again. With my handy dandy spoon. Trying to stay organized here, but I'm not one of those super guys that can keep stuff perfect. I wish I could, but I try. Sometimes it's just a big waste of time. So let's get this stirred up again. And take another test. This is a chlorophyll breakdown beer, I said before. It's a chlorophyll breakdown. That looks like 5.8, 5.6, perfect. We're right on the money there. Okay, we're going to mash in here with the chlorophyll breakdown. Hope I don't get a stuck sparge on this one. A little hard to see in here today because of the lighting. Well, that's not good. Oh, it's already smelling good. Isn't that an awesome smell?
It smells delicious. Like breakfast.
Breakfast. Don't go too violently. That was a dough ball. You saw that come out like that. Did you catch it? You broke the dough ball up?
Yep.
And we got to get a temperature. Oh, that TV's making noise in the background there. Not good. Not good at all. Can you shut that off for me over there? All right, we're coming in at, boy, 155. Just where I want to be. Unreal. I was looking at 156 to 154 range. 154 to 156. And that's exactly what we're getting. All right, we're going to start the Verloft on the Chlorophyll Breakdown beer. Do a couple pitchers of the Verlofting here. Settle the grain bed. Nice color, nice smell. Nice flow. The wife is getting a muslin bag ready for the hops. Of course, we're nowhere near boil yet, but we're getting there. I'm not worried about stirring up the grain bed that much. This mash tun works really nice for this purpose, and a lot of times I would pour this over a spoon a little bit, but I find it's really not necessary. We'll run a couple pitchers through here on the Verloft process. Oh, this smells absolutely fantastic. This brew is going really good for us with this new burner and everything. It's doing fantastic. Doing really nice. So we're going to pour this one back in here, and then we're going to go right to the kettle here. Let that start going into the kettle. Of course, I leave, spilling it. Of course, I leave the funnel there to catch any more particulates. We talked about that in the past, but it usually works out to be good this way. Oh, the color's nice. Smells awesome. And we're going off to the boil kettle, and we'll be boiling here in probably about 10 minutes or so. She's flowing really nice here. The Chlorophyll Breakdown beer. Headed for a stuck mash tun. I'm going to have a funny feeling. And start draining it a little slower maybe. Catch any other little particulates in the screen here. But otherwise, it's going pretty good for us so far. So we'll let this fill up as good as we can, and we'll pick it up because it's not too heavy. And we'll put it on the new Edel metal, I guess you call it. This thing's been nothing but a beautiful thing so far. And we'll get her boiling. it all nice and ready. This is the fermenting bucket we're going to be using. Our wand is in here also with sanitizer in it, sanitizing nicely. And this will be our drain bucket down here, which will drain the sanitizer in there. Well, my bubbler's in there, my airlock is in there at the time. So we're moving right along here pretty good. Got an old Budweiser case there. I found it from like 1987, I'm going to guess, 88. It was up in the attic, so took the junk out of it, brought it down here to hold some more junk in it. Back on the chlorophyll breakdown, we just came to a boil. Hot break is right around the corner here, just achieved hot break very shortly. And we're about ready to throw in 3 ounces of 2017 season. I know I did a video like when I harvested this year, I call them 2017. It's 2018. I screwed that one up. But this is actually 3 ounces of last year's 2017 Cascade hops. Man, do they smell awesome. And the wife put them in a muslin bag. I'll put a link to one of those videos there to where how she makes these things. This one's just on a string tied. It doesn't hurt nothing. All right, hot break has been achieved. Of course, I got my spritzer bottle here to make sure we don't go over. This new burner is so far is a total blessing. She's doing really nice. I'm going to have to turn it down a little bit more, I can tell. A little bit more. Maybe not. Here go the hops. 3 ounces of Cascade hops, 2017 season in chlorophyll breakdown beer. So let that soak in there. We're going to turn this down a little bit more. And if we have to turn it up, we will. Back to the chlorophyll breakdown. In the last edition here, last 20 minutes, it goes in 2 ounces of 2018 Cascade hops from my season, homegrown hops, in wife's muslin bag. We'll get that into the boil here. Then we're going to go get our candy sugars, which have to go in next. And I'm going to get the yeast. I got to go get the yeast and candy sugar, get all that ready. Last 15 minutes, we're going to put the candy sugar in, homemade candy sugars we made the other day. You'll see it in the video, I think. Get those in here, get them stirred up. I made them small enough so they shouldn't stick to the bottom, but you never know. This is Irish moss. It's the last of it. I got some Warfleck tablets in there now we're going to be using, but I still use the Irish moss. You just dump that in there. Get her going. Give it one more stir. And we're about 13 minutes from flame out. Like I say, the last 15 minutes, I like to put a little yeast nutrient in here. 1 teaspoon per gallon. Okay, so you know what I say? A handful is perfect. So there we go on that one. And I still use Fermade K also. I just do not oxygenate my beer. I never have. And I probably never will. I got great results as we go. With the dry yeast, you don't need to oxygenate. Of course, a lot of guys say you have to. It's a chlorophyll breakdown. A chlorophyll breakdown. The boil is over. The work chiller is in. And we're at 86 degrees. In a few seconds, we're going to put it into the fermenter. As soon as we hit 80. Work chiller off. We're filling the fermenting bucket. It's almost there. And then we're going to pitch the yeast. And that's just moments away. Pitching of the yeast. And today we're going to be using, I'm going to mess out here, a T58. That's a good yeast. Sanitize our scissors a while. Our yeast is ready. Really? Well, if that's all it wants, then that's all it wants. Vermate K. Our T58 yeast. Scissors are sanitized. Yeast package is sanitized. Cut them open. Sprinkle in the yeast. She done. Chlorophyll breakdown. Is in the fermenter. The bubbler is right here in my hand. Transfer this to the house. Why wouldn't I?